A long time ago, in the ancient city of Ur, there lived a man named Ibrahim. He was a kind and wise man who believed in only one God, while others around him worshipped idols. Ibrahim looked at the stars, the sky, the sun, and the earth, and he knew that there must be only one true creator. Ibrahim was very special because he always spoke the truth. He wanted people to stop worshipping false gods and turn to Allah, the one and only. But the people around him did not listen. Still, Ibrahim never gave up. He prayed and trusted in Allah that one day these people will change. After some time, Ibrahim married a gentle and beautiful woman named Sarah. Sarah believed in Allah too. She did not follow the people who worshipped idols. She and Ibrahim loved each other very much and stood side by side in their faith. They lived together with peace in their hearts, always trusting in Allah and calling others to do the same. Even though the world around them was full of false worship, Ibrahim and Sarah never changed. They were patient and strong. They prayed every day. They reminded people to turn back to Allah. And when no one listened, they kept trying with kindness. As the years passed, Ibrahim and Sarah had no children. Sarah's heart was sometimes heavy with sadness. She longed to hold a child in her arms. Ibrahim too wished to become a father. But they both stayed hopeful. They believed that Allah knew what was best for them. They never lost faith, even as they grew old. Then one day, through a dream, Allah told Ibrahim to leave his home of Ur and go to Canaan, the present-day Palestine. He and Sarah packed their belongings and began a long journey. They walked over dry lands, across rivers, and through many strange towns. They had no home of their own, but they carried their faith wherever they went. Sarah was always by her husband's side, never complaining, never turning back. They entered new lands, met new people, and taught them about Allah. Sometimes people believed, and sometimes they did not. But Ibrahim and Sarah continued their mission with calm hearts. One day, they reached Egypt. Egypt had a powerful and proud king named Pharaoh. When the Pharaoh heard about Sarah's beauty, he ordered Sarah to be taken for him in the palace. Ibrahim was very worried. He feared what the king might do to his wife. Sarah was calm and trusted Allah. Sarah was taken to the palace. Pharaoh was very happy seeing her. When he tried to come close to Sarah, something strange happened. He suddenly could not move. He became afraid. He felt that this woman was protected by a power greater than his own. Pharaoh tried it 3 times, and all the 3 times he was stopped. Then Pharaoh knew that Sarah was not an ordinary woman. He let her go free and even gave Sarah a servant named Hajar as a gift. Since Sarah trusted Allah, she was protected from Pharaoh and returned to Ibrahim safely. They both thanked Allah for His mercy. They continued with their journey continued. Finally, they reached the green hills of Canaan. Allah said to Ibrahim, "Ibrahim, this land will belong to your children." Ibrahim and Sarah smiled. Though they had no child, they built a simple home and continued to pray. Years passed. Ibrahim and Sarah had grown old, and still they did not have a child. Sarah saw her husband yearning to be a father. So, out of deep love and kindness, she made a huge sacrifice. She gave her servant Hajar to Ibrahim as a wife, so he might have a child through her. Though it was not easy, but Sarah did it with a pure heart, trusting in Allah's plan. Soon, Hajar became pregnant and later gave birth to a baby boy and named him Ismail. Sarah was happy for them, but still her heart ached for her own child. Sarah had grown white hair, and the body had also grown weak. Ibrahim's beard had turned grey, but their hearts remained full of light. They never stopped praying to Allah, asking for children. They never stopped believing. One day, 3 men visit them. They were guests who arrived quietly and kindly. Ibrahim welcomed them warmly. He prepared food for them, but surprisingly the visitors didn't eat. This made Ibrahim to be suspicious. However, he made visitors to feel at home. But these visits were not normal men, they were angels sent by Allah. The angels said, "Ibrahim, listen carefully. We bring you good news. Your wife Sarah will have a son." Sarah was standing behind the curtain. When she heard their words, she laughed in surprise and asked, "A son? How can I have a child? I am an old woman, and my husband is an old too." The angels replied, "Nothing is difficult for Allah to do. Allah can do all things." Sarah's heart filled with wonder, her eyes filled with tears. For so long she had waited. She never imagined that her prayer of having a child will be answered at her age. After some time, Sarah became pregnant. She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. They named him Ishak in English, Isaac. He was healthy, gentle, and full of light. Ibrahim and Sarah were overjoyed. After so many years of waiting, their hearts were filled with love. They held their son close, thanking Allah every day. They raised Ishaq with care. They taught him to love Allah, to speak the truth, and to be kind to others. Their home was filled with peace and prayer. Every day, Sarah would smile as she watched her son grow. Every night, she would thank Allah for the gift He gave her. Many years passed. Sarah became very old. Her hands were soft and wrinkled. Her voice was gentle and low. She had lived a life full of faith, patience, and love. One day, Sarah's soul returned to Allah. Ibrahim buried her with deep respect. He prayed for her. He remembered her strength, her kindness, her love, and her endless trust in Allah. The story of Prophet Ibrahim and Sarah is not just a story of a man and his wife. It is a story of hope, a story of patience, a story of believing in miracles, a story of 2 hearts that trusted Allah in every moment, even when life seemed so difficult and empty. Today, we still remember them with love. We learn from their lives. We remember that Allah always sees us. Allah always hears our prayers. And Allah never forgets those who believe in Him. May peace be upon Prophet Ibrahim. May peace be upon our mother Sarah too.